That's all we can do. We'll see. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun. Would you guys want more banana? You guys can play in the playroom. You guys want to guess how many kilometer repeats I'm doing today?
9.
9? Whoa!
4.
Actually, your first question is, do you know what a kilometer is?
Mama!
Hi, everyone.
We're just teaching the boys what a kilometer is.
Oh, I don't know what a kilometer is.
A kilometer is, do you know what it is, Joseph?
Say thank you,
Like
Papa.
a mile.
It's sort of like a mile.
Maybe a little bit bigger.
It's a little bit shorter. 600 meters shorter, so it's part of the metric system, which most of the world uses. We do our own
Bloody
thing.
American.
40?
What's that? So
40?
no, so it's like 1,000 meters.
Whoops.
So that's what a kilometer is. So I'm doing kilometer repeats. It's the big workout today.
Oh, yeah.
So we're fueling up.
Wait, babe, how many meters are in a mile? If it's 600 less
1,600 meters
in 1 mile.
in 1 mile. Yeah.
And a
Roughly,
kilometer
probably
is
almost.
1,000. Wow.
So
Wow.
we're getting ready.
Hey, is the weather good for it?
It's looking good.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna melt. I think the track's gonna be good. So.
Oh, thanks for my sleeping.
Yeah, hon, you're welcome. I love you. No, we can have coffee together.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it. Boom.
Oh, cutie.
There they are. Uh-oh. Hon, it is almost April. And then Sunday, taper day. I have some insights on tapering.
Oh,
And you know what? Should I just share right now?
share with us.
Bottom line is, if you follow the training very, very, very closely,
Okay.
and you've been following my training blocks for years now,
Okay.
you might notice that part of my strategy for
Give me a baby.
tapering is that the long run turns into the middle distance run at the beginning of the taper.
Oh.
So if you really want to dial in your volume, like I do, I do middle distance runs. So not a long run, but also not just a daily training run, but a middle distance run. Learn that at CU.
Wow.
Just to get that volume. That's a classic Lydiard move.
Okay.
Then he was a coach in New Zealand, boys.
Oh.
Arthur Lydiard.
Aw,
So then this Sunday, long run in air quotes,
Okay.
it's 15 miles. It's like in your,
Spot A, baby.
it's like in your sleep.
Yeah.
It's like doing a little cakewalk jig. So that's what we're doing.
Hun.
Uh-huh.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
From this Sunday, is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
My tapers are 3 weeks. A lot of people do 2 weeks, but I
No,
prefer
3. 3's a good number.
3. Boom. We got our plane ticket.
Yeah.
We got our spot to stay in Rotterdam.
Okay.
And right now, I won't say his name yet because I don't want to, no pressure. But a gentleman offered, he's checking with his boss to get me a ride from Amsterdam to Rotterdam.
Oh my golly.
So I wouldn't have to get a rental car.
That's huge.
Uh-huh.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I know.
God bless you, sir.
He's gonna let me know this week.
What are you most excited about this phase of the training block?
Sleeping.
Get
If you
Bring it
didn't hear that, Bridget asked, what am I most excited about this phase of the training block as we're almost to the taper and through the taper? And I said sleeping.
Come here, you
partially because I haven't been sleeping incredibly well.
Aw.
But I slept incredibly well the last 2 nights. But also because, you know, the legs have been hurting. And after today's workout, it's going to be a doozy. I'm going to need to sleep.
Yeah. Do you need like a hot tub or a spa or like a sauna?
Epsom salt bath.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I think we had some set out on the tub.
Yes. I might just moved it right next to the shower.
I'm trying to think if we have actual Epsom salt,
yeah,
though.
I think
We
it's
do.
above
I got to do
laundry
that.
room.
I got to do that.
I'll pull it out.
So it's just how I train. I wasn't kidding upstairs, by the way. Remembering to bring the Innovates to the track today. More on this in a minute. Shout out to Innovate. Is that my training? I go to the well a little bit with higher volume, even though I have to run slower because I'm not getting any younger. And then in the taper, I'm not kidding. It is the sleep the last 3 weeks that is beyond critical, especially those last. I've talked about this. Oh man, I got to try and find the vlog. 10 to 12 days. That's the key. Though that 10 to 12 day window is when the legs go from meh to okay, fit, healthy, fresh. That's where it's a 10 to 12 day window before the starting line. Okay, so that's where I really freshen up. So I'm not kidding when Bridget asked me upstairs, what am I most excited about in this phase of the training block? Also excited about getting out there. I think the temperatures are heating up, so that's good. Let me just see. I think I might use these guys. All you can do is try in this world. That's all we can do. We'll see. Oh, Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun. Let's make some hay when the sun is shining. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on. Oh my. All right, holy smokes. Okay, so first of all, I kept my New York Roadrunner, New York City. This is given to me after the race to keep the runners warm. I was like, man, do I really want to pack this all the way back to Colorado? Yes, I do. Just for a moment like this so I can use it as a blanket for the wet ground for all of my gear here. Here's the crazy thing, everyone. Manna from heaven, track workout. Yes, I do. In the last 6K, I just did a 6K warm-up. Someone came out to the track and shoveled. Look at this. This is a miracle. I don't know who you are, but I could kiss you right now because it definitely was not going to melt off. And, you know, I bet maybe it's melted off by 4 p.m., 5 p.m. I don't have that kind of time. Whoever did the snow shoveling, and it was a real shovel, it wasn't a snow plow, like somebody came out, you know what, I need to start keeping a snow shovel in my car. This is a miracle, manna from heaven, raining down on the track today. All right, let's just rock and roll. Do a little more warm up here on the track and then get rolling. Oh my, I don't know, I'm sure, oh gosh, if you're watch this, you gotta shoot me an email because I need to send you a t-shirt or something. I mean, this is a big, I'm not even kidding, like this is a big workout, critical workout, and if I wouldn't have been able to do this workout today, it would have been very sad. So, okay, let's get organized, get my hat. It's warming up quite quickly, everyone. Yes, indeed. Time to tighten the screws a little bit in this Rotterdam Marathon training block. And to the track that does not have snow, thanks to the, I don't even know how this happened. But again, you saw the clip before here I am checking my watch for the first time. I remember glancing down and I was at about 3:25, so a little slow off the start. That's okay, just getting the legs warmed up. This is the first repeat that you're watching on the screen. And by the way, after last week's self-talk vlog, I thought I would do a little narration for all of you through a couple reps here. And so here's the goal. Last week was a cut down workout for 1Ks. I did 12 by 1K. Today with a 200 meter jog. Today 15 by 1K with a 200 meter jog. Okay, so up in the volume. It's time. It's definitely time in the training block. Here I am coming through. And but instead of doing cut downs this week, so last week I went from 320s to 315s to 310s, and then finished off with like a 306 was my fastest K last week. In case you watched that vlog from last week, there it is, upper right hand corner. But this week, all about goal, race, pace. That's the focus of this workout. So what is my goal race pace for Rotterdam? Most of you already know this, but in case you're new to the channel, welcome by the way. Thanks for checking out DGR on YouTube. So 218 is my goal in Rotterdam with respect to hitting the OTQ. All right, my goal is 217.30. Little buffer there. All right, I talked about that about 3 months ago. So if you break it down, 217.30 or 218, however you want to split the pie, you're looking at 315, 316 per kilometer or 515 per mile. That's the pace I need to hold for 26 miles through the streets of Rotterdam in the Netherlands. So excited. So today I did I should mention, when I'm doing a hard workout, an interval workout like today, I usually use the first 2, 3, or 4 reps, I should say, for warming up the legs. And that's the case today. So I wanted to go out in 320s. So here are the first 3 reps, okay? 321, 320, 320. So I hit it, all right? I picked up the pace after going out just a smidge slow in the first 200 meters of the rep you're watching right now on the screen. And then I got a little toasty. Even though there's snow on the ground, the sun is beaten down. So I'm coming in, finishing that first rep. There you go. And I just, a little bit of a tight hammy. Need to keep working on that. So I'm stretching it out there. Just a little tight, little niggle. Gotta keep that, keep monitoring that. Now, boom, new clip. So here I am starting. I think this is rep number 2. Yeah, rep number 2. Put the sunglasses on, and away we go. So the drone decided to do its own little thing today. It eventually loses me on this rep. But the goal now is to just settle in, just like in Rotterdam. I got a little excited for my first marathon in Amsterdam over 2 years ago. So the practice again for today, unlike last week, is to settle into that goal race pace. Keeping in mind, I'm up at altitude, but it's for that muscle memory of 315 per kilometer. What does that actually feel like in the legs? So that's what I'm telling myself right now mentally as I'm churning it out. And as you may have noticed, the ice is melting, the snow is melting. It's a miracle. It worked out so well. So I'm just cruising. And frankly, I'll say right now, the breathing in control, very much in control. And by set, here you go. By rep number 9 and 10, I really felt like my legs were truly warmed up, and I just was cranking out the reps. So here are the reps all the way through 15. I did drop the pace a little bit toward the end with a 310. I just wanted to stretch the legs out a little bit. I think it was around rep 13. But overall, I felt very in control at goal race pace. So what you're watching right now is exactly the cadence I need to hold in Rotterdam for 26 miles, okay? So, I don't think the race is going to be televised live. Maybe it is, but I haven't heard about any television. If anybody knows, let us know in the comments. So we'll just finish up this rep. And again, here in a minute, I'm trying to think of any other points I wanted to make. I felt like, I got really cold by the end because all the water from the track was splashing up in my legs and my hands, because it was about 40 degrees at this point. It's not warm, but my hands and my legs were actually really cold. And I think that actually impacted me the last couple reps. But, and here you go, the drone decided the battery was getting low. So then I hop over to the hill. So I got 10 reps up and down the hill. You know, I think I haven't measured it fully yet, but I think it's about a 70-meter hill. Part of my training strategy for this marathon training block, a little bit different than past marathon, just adding new ideas for figuring out how to hit that OTQ time. So, oh yeah, it was very muddy. So I went way slower than I did last week. Okay, everybody, onward and upward. So exciting. Don Bracci, you get the comment of the day. Thank you so much for just, you know, I'm a historian. I love history. Here you go. Don says, whenever I need perspective on athletic pursuits, I think of Gino Bartali. Bartali was an Italian cyclist who won the Tour de France in 1938 and 1948. During World War II, he was credited with saving hundreds of Jewish Italian lives by smuggling messages and documents in the frame of his bike during his training rides for the Italian resistance. I believe we can all draw inspiration from his courageous exploits. I would suggest reading up on Bartali's wartime training and resistance activities for a better perspective on training during our current times. Don, you just made my day. I'm going to go look him up and probably buy all the books about him. Like, that's amazing, Don. Oh, thank you so much. All right, everybody, question of the day. Who is racing this weekend? And I want to give a shout out to all the high schoolers and college students who are really getting into track, okay? All right, who's getting the track meets going, okay? Let us know in the comments. Onward and upward. Keep fighting. Keep turning the doorknob. We got this. Woo! All right, we are going to toss it to last week's track workout in case you missed it. Last week's track workout in case you missed it. All right, there you go. There you go. Seek beauty. Work hard. And love each other. See you tomorrow.